This little bastard here has been giving us terror. Do you want to bite me? Do you want to bite me? No, he's a little cutie.
Gone.
Gone.
See ya.
Don't come back either. Wow, this shed here just went to shit. Quite literally. So the idea for today is I'm going to upgrade the solar system here. I'm going to take this bulgy-ish battery that's leaking acid and all kind of shitty lookingness. And this one's going to temporarily go into the Bolens, just, you know, for temporary purposes until it gets cold. Because I know it was enough to start before. Been out here for a year and a half on the solar system. So all this is doing is, that one comes on automatically on motion. These guys here, I just got them unscrewed temporary. And it's also powering a couple IP cameras in here. So it's pretty good. But I'm going to be installing this guy here. This one here is a semi-truck battery, so it has a little bit more. It's about 100 amp hour. So this one here is a little bit bigger than what I got on here. So, ooh, was that rain last night or was that leaky acid? Huh. Looks like that might have actually drizzled a little bit there. I'm going to have to check that battery on this guy anyway, so. Definitely needs a little bit extra work on that exhaust system. I'm glad I added that shitty rod, but if you look there, it's not my welds that broke. It's actually inside the muffler that broke there. I should have really tacked it right here. Again, that was just super rushed to get that done, but okay, so I'm going to switch out batteries, put that one on the Bolens temporary, and then I got a few other things to do, as in cleaning the shit out of this thing. Just had briquettes break everywhere. Oh my god, there's Volkswagen clutches in there. Workbench. The idea of what I was originally doing with this shed is I was going to continue this roof design going that way now, and this here was all just a false wall, like shitty wall temporary, but of course that's not happening right now. So can't get any wood, any lumber, so yeah, we'll see. Lots more work to get done. As if you look at the wall even here, that's not even that's just kind of temporary, so that's not the way I planned to do it. Those should have been all cut down, and it was a very rush setup, but I got the center support there that's holding it solid, and it hasn't moved yet. And all that there is all just slapped on there just real quick. And again, I just slapped it together so it was sealed for the winter. Lots more has to be done on this, as in being torn apart and rebuilt. Okay, so I'm back to looking at the Bolens. Got a pile of wire that I'm trimming off. Getting some bees in here attacking. I'm using the Olight Warrior Mini right now, so works good for doing this. So I just pulled out the main 30 amp fuse, was burnt, quite literally. Every single wire on this thing here has some form of a problem on it. Don't need that for videotaping. All the terminals here are so rotten. Half the wires are broken on there. Maybe not half of them, but I got a bee buzzing around me. That's why I stopped. Anyway, these wires here coming out of the AC to DC from the charging system was kind of shot. The main starter wires shot. Brittle, everything. This main ground right here, right there, you guys can see, it's cooked all the way down the wiring harness. But look at how he has it grounded to the engine. You guys notice that it looks like it's not bare to wire here. So there's another ground wire here that was going, I guess, up to the front lights, which I just took those off for now. This is the main charging wire right here, so that's going to get cleaned up a bit. The grounds are all very bad on this thing. I need to go through the grounds. The kill switch works. That's a bonus. Now for under here, you guys, where was the main ground wire? From the engine, I'm saying. The engine ground was burnt all the way down to this side. I just have the girlfriend looking for a 30 amp fuse to put back in this holder here. Little does she know I have one exactly where I know where it is. Here's right there. You guys see that? That's where it's burnt all the way. So, and this ground is going right to there. So, really, that wire, if it's not going anywhere else, I'm not too worried about that. I mean, if a burnt ground is normally not the best thing, of course, for anything, makes you wonder, did something inside this wiring harness, if I go underneath here, did it get chewed up on something? Now, this cruise control here, is this just a switch that it won't start unless it's in the neutral position? Or is there a magnetic switch in there that locks this in place wherever you put it when you turn on the cruise control? I don't even know if that's even how that works, or if that used to go to the engine on a solenoid. I have no clue, but the wire is going down to here, but that could be just, you know, hit it to stop like a car, who knows. Again, just finding mostly all the wiring is like this guy right here, where it's just so brittle, falling apart, bare wires, nice and crunchy. So it's going through, going to get it down, and probably have to cut it right up to here. So we'll see, a couple bolts loose everywhere. We'll see. Ooh, yeah, that's nice and crispy fried. All over the place, everywhere, this ground cable. So if it actually burnt that much to ground cable, I'm guessing there's going to be other issues in here. So I just pulled the wiring from underneath her. Again, you can see how crispy fried that is. And again, that's a ground. It goes all the way to this end here, where it's the same idea. So I pulled out the wiring from underneath. It's going to be now ran up top here. But I'm going to unwrap this here and just see if that's, well, see how bad it is. We'll go through it, and yeah, I guess that's the easiest way to do it. Just pull the wiring right up to the top here, redo it. I gotta go get some new battery terminals for her. I went through some of my scrap wire hoard there, grabbed a few pieces that I'll need. You think I can't see you, but I know you're right behind that trail. Another bear. Wait, where'd he go? Oh, there he goes. In the background, any cars behind me? No. There he is. Wow, you're a stupid bear. You're just walking slowly. Had to stop, slam the brakes, get him on camera, you know. Oh, she's good to go. I got cruise control working and everything. Cruise control works good. Just click it down, and it stops. Cruise on. Look at that, eh? Not if brake works when it's on. Nope, shuts it off instantly. Okay. That'll be nice. She's also charging. Amp meter works, hour gauge works. The only thing I have a problem with is this. It kills the engine when I enable the PTO, but I got actually the wire disconnected for that, so that's one more thing I got to deal with. As you can see, I got the wires pretty chopped up on it, so she's good. Otherwise, the PTO wire I got just hanging there, so I just tap it on the battery, it goes on. I'll deal with that later. The reason why it's stalling is I bypassed two of the seat wires, and I'm pretty sure that instead of normally closed, it's meant to be normally open, so I got to look at that. That could be why the PTO is doing that. Why am I holding that? I got cruise control. Looks like you can't go in full speed in cruise. Huh, guess not, eh? Slowly losing a little bit of speed there in cruise control mode. Maybe because looks like cruise, it might be a little weak to cruise control system. It looks like it's started slowing down there at the end. But I'm not too worried about that. Ooh, it stops you pretty quick when you shut it off. I checked, the brakes aren't dragging. I think it's just the way the system's set up. So. But, see the charging. So she's good. Right up, amp meter works again, so that's a bonus. Well, this weekend here, the town has been extremely noisy. So the lot right behind me just sold. That one over there just sold. They're both clearing. There's horses in town, a couple houses down, or maybe 3, 4 houses down. So they're a little bit whiny. So neighbor working on that earlier today, and I'm making noise with the tractor. So it's been sitting for a while. So what I got to do now is next time not put the key where I don't have access to it. Oh, and I just threw it right on the ground. I'm gonna see if she's gonna fire up, because I'm probably gonna change the tires on her. So let's see here. Do I use choke or do I not use choke? Yeah, maybe I'll use choke. Didn't even need to choke, eh? Still a little loopy. So she's definitely charging. For the PTO, I gotta wire that up a bit better. As you can see, everything's just left open here. It's a little bit of a rat's nest back there. So I should show some of the stuff that I had to change. Just give me a second to turn on my light here. Okay, well, the light was already on. So this is the main ground wire that was crispy fried the entire length of the tractor. So in between there, it's not too bad, but it's actually stuck to the tape. The tape is literally melted to it. You can see right there, she crispy fried. I kind of wiped her off a little bit there. Some other wires there. I changed the fuel filter too. So I just gotta mount this fuel filter in a way that it's not vibrating against the engine there. This is my kind of temporary wiring. This here is going to be headlight right here. This is going to be PTO. And I just taped off the starter wires here for now. Got some other stuff to get done on her, but new battery terminals. Used battery, but I mean, it seems like it's pretty good, so we'll see. That's one I had in the shed on the solar, so I did drill 2 holes and had 2 self-tappers in the top there, but that's not too big of a deal. So I guess for now, these tires here have to go. I got a brand new set of tires in here that are snowblower tires. Getting a little bit late out tonight, but it's gonna be dark in an hour. It's so sad. So yesterday we were also playing with this little guy here. I pulled off the starter on it because the starter was toast. That's just sitting in there. I used a drill gun to turn her over. She has spark, so I did a bunch of work on her. Here's the CDI unit. You can see I actually had to JB weld that in because it was all burnt up. So JB welded, made it so it doesn't come off. Everything's good. Has spark. I go to put in the freaking spark plug and find out the hole is stripped. Now I gotta play back my video when I got this and find out was there a spark plug in it or was there not? I'm pretty sure we took the plug from the dirt bike one. But it went in, but still no luck. I checked the valves. I'm pretty sure something internal, screwy on her, timing issue, who knows, but just doesn't seem to have any compression. My drill spins that old engine over like nothing. Really doesn't make a difference, really, plug in or plug out. Hold your finger over it, is very little to anything. But I don't want to remove the plug again. So these are tires right here that I got as an option. So, for the front of the Bolens, either those guys or these guys. These are actual snowblower tires, so we'll see. I'm pretty sure these are the same. These here for sure fit. I put a bigger set of these on my old Roper diesel, and very important for moving around in the, you know, snoo. So I got a bunch of other junk I need to go through in here. The Land Cruiser still sitting there. Never touched anything on it this year, and I don't think I will, which sucks. My old tires off my truck, but another idea what I want to do is I want to move the motorhome to the back of the property. That way it kind of clears up some of the space up front here. Dune buggy tire. So many projects, so many projects. I just got to track down a spare front end from a tractor. So, because I don't want to destroy those ones. That's the other Bolens rim right there. That's on that Sears. But I think I'm going to take this front axle here. If the rims match, those are the ones that are going to get some new tires. Right there. That tire's for sure shot. This one here. Oh, wow, yeah. This one's definitely shot. Big slice. This is the one that blew up on the loader. I must have just shoved it back on there. Okay. So much to do. Oh, shit. It's just starting to rain, hey? Just quickly took off that tire there, and bearings were shot out of it. One of them sitting on the ground there, but the inner bearings, all the balls fell out of it. So this one here is probably the same way. Where Sears uses sleeves. So I'm gonna throw all this in a corner here, but the one bearing just fell right apart. So that's original Bolens rims and tires there. This is the Sears one. So this one I want to put back onto that tractor because that's the one it came with. But I can't put on a rim if it's shot. As in bearings. Like, I mean, I could probably find the bearings easy enough, but I guess I'll jack her up and I'll see what I find when I take this apart. Fun, fun, fun. Well, just off to working on the tractor again, and I'm using the Olight Warrior Mini to work on stuff. The camera just dims out. And I also got another Olight up here, which is just magnetically stuck up there. So this one here is the H2R Nova headlamp, which is out of focus. So
I have come for your knees.
So just got to get a few things done on her, put back together the air filter assembly, and maybe start working on the tire. But this light here, been using it all day in here, and seems to be working awesome. So much winter cleaning, all those have to be moved, all that has to be sorted, all the firewood-ish stuff. Pretty crazy. I should be taking those boards with me, but yeah, a lot of stuff has to be cleared up. This is all the scrap wood that we had piled up randomly throughout the yard. So now it's just kind of hanging there. Nothing's pushing on any hydraulic lines. Old set of stairs. So garden's pretty much burnt out, that's for sure. So people are now starting to build behind me right here and over there. So they're starting to clear the land. I'm tempted to move the motorhome to the back of the property. Maybe then they'll, you know, not want to build so far back, but I don't think they are anyway. I'm not too worried about it really. So I was tempted to, you see where this trail is here? Just on the other side of it, right through here, to clear this all out. And about 50 feet back there, clear out a nice little spot to park the motorhome. The idea was since the beginning to move the motorhome back there. We just haven't had time. So look at everything's already all brown. It's starting to look a lot like hunting season right now. The leaves are half or almost all off the trees anyway. There's still a few there, but bringing more wood back here. Did a little work on the Bolens. Now I'm just trying to find a good set of front tires for her. But so much yard waste here. This is what pretty much where this whole area is being used for right now, is yard waste and tires. All of the old bricks here, some old wood here. Of course, tire hoards. So this stuff here, I got to move all this out of here. Some of these were already here, but property line is pretty much right on that pile. So got to move some stuff out of there. So so much board, but at least it's cleaning up somewhat the front area. Well, I'm just going through the tractor hoard here of gas tanks, and I just took out that gas tank and I'm like, holy shit, that looks good. This is the brand new fuel gauge that I bought. A brand new fuel gauge that I bought for these, for oh, I think this was my old SS16. And right before I sold the SS16 and the guy came to look, I switched gas caps. So I thought for sure I lost that. I didn't realize I stuck it on another tractor. So, you know, it's not going to be the best for this tank, You know something? That's good enough. That will be fine. No, quad has electronic. You know something? It's just going to tell me I'm empty before I'm empty. A little bit shorter. Look at that, eh? But I mean, this one would still work if it wasn't broken, so maybe I'll actually see if I can make one out of the two.
That one's not going to fit in here for storage.
No, it won't. It's for sure not. So, it's way out of whack. But yeah, brand new fuel gauge. See, I was going to put that one on it. It has no gauge.
Yeah.
But this one here will at least tell me when I'm at... I just know it's going to be off by the bottom of the tank. I should never run out of fuel then. Mm-hmm. So, throw that over there for now. But yeah, it fits. That's good. It will at least tell me when I hit reserve, I'm going to have... Oh, man, I'll have enough to get back from anywhere. Well, kind of got the pile sorted back out. Yes, I put some of it back where I had it, but at the same time in a little bit different spots. But going through all the Sears and the Bolens stuff here, stacking all the spare parts that I'll almost never use for sure, just in the dirt. All the good stuff's going up on the skids here.
Yeah, look what you did to my poor Ella.
What? It's just sitting on top of the roller tiller, the Sears loader tiller.
Got her all jacked up.
Couple blowers there, pile of hoods and seats. That snowblower, I'm going to strip it down and we'll throw it away. Take off anything. And yeah, now the rain just stops, hey? It just freaking stops. Okay, well, I just got to button up a few things, get a few more things done. These guys here, got to find storage spots for both of these guys. We'll see. Well, decided... I just took, that's not the wheel going on it. I just wanted to see the size, but she's missing the bearings, as in they're not missing, but they're destroyed. And also that, what can I say? Okay, missing the bearings. Tires are split, dry rotted. So I just stuck this one on here temporary so I can let it off the jack. That's off the old snapper. Next idea is now we're going to go rob some tires off the old Sears sitting in the pile that we started taking apart, and I'm going to put some brand new shoes on her. Oh, she's starting to look a little sad now, that's for sure. Let's just try something. I just had her up on her side. And ran out of fuel probably. But still starts up first pull this engine. It's got her temporary blocked up here for sure, for now. Had to pull off the front wheels because I'm going to be putting new tires on these. It's kind of weird. These still have factory nubs on them. You can see the tip of the nubs right there. Out of focus. But I don't know what that is. This one has liquid in it and it's green. Am I going to be in for a little bit of a surprise when I go to start switching these over? Could be so rusted up on the middle of that one. Who knows? We'll see. Here's another bonus I picked up when I was searching. The PTO guard for the Bolens. So, and of course I got the snowblower or auger for the big one, but I was just going to buy one of those. But here's the tires right here. That's going to go on the front of her. Yeah. They're 16 by 6.5 by 8s. So factory size. Nothing too fancy other than the fact that they made for a snowblower, so they should frickin' steer just a bit. My old Roper diesel, I put on a 18 by 6.5 by 8 set, so these ones were actually sent to me by mistake. So that's why they're finally going to get a use. I was going to put them on that guy there. So the whole point is, once they're on Sears rims, I could switch them out, put them on the diesel if I want. And then maybe those rims will go onto the Bolens, because they do fit. It's just a roll pin setup, so it's a little bit different the way they mount. So not too big of a deal, but yeah. Put these in the cab of the truck. And these will be going on those tomorrow. So maybe tomorrow anyway. Or maybe after work tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, so I just want to check something. And they don't look that bad. We'll see how rusty they are on the inside, and I'm kind of worried about right there where the valve stem goes through. We'll see.